Hello viewers, so I am back with my new video of UASST for grade 8 book 3 Geography of North Africa. We have the brainstorm question from the textbook. Please go through. Let's see the learning objectives. To identify the locations in North Africa, to appreciate the beauty of this region, to analyze the freedom movement of the countries of North Africa. UAE link. UAE has various beautiful places to visit. Every year, millions of tourists flock here to enjoy their stay in a country full of sand dunes and man-made marvels. The CC link, it's linked with geography. The topic has detailed information about the physical features of North Africa. Also history, because one can get a glimpse of the freedom movement of the people with the help of this lesson. Morocco and the Maghrib. Western North Africa and the country of Morocco are referred to as the Maghrib, which means the sunset, as it's the place where the sun sets as one looks west from the eastern lands of the Arab world. It is a term used by the French to describe Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia during their occupation of North Africa in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Occupation is the dominance of the French in these countries. They colonized these countries and together they called it as Maghrib. Let us see the ports and the Atlas Mountains. The ports on North Africa's Mediterranean and Atlantic coasts link it with the Iberian Peninsula, Italy, and Egypt. In the past, overland camel caravan routes ran from south to north, carrying valuable salt and gold from Mali and Western Africa to the northern ports. The Atlas Mountains stretch from the southwest up to Algeria to the northwest near the Mediterranean Sea. Its peaks are snow-capped that feed valleys of Morocco's agricultural land. How can they feed the valleys of Morocco's agricultural land? It is that in summer, some of the ice, some of the snow of these mountains, they melt, and that brings about the water to these uh, agricultural lands of Morocco. Its middle area is called the Moyen Atlas, whereas to the northeast, the Thilian Atlas stretches into Algeria. See the country of Tunisia. Tunisia includes the land of the ancient city of Carthage and features agricultural areas in its north. The vast area of Libya includes the large Libyan desert, but also has the coastal hills and valleys of Cyrenaica along the Mediterranean coast. Agriculture and settlements were established in this region during both the Greek expansion and Roman Empire. Let us see this beautiful river Nile. In the upper part of the Nile Valley, the Nile flows through Sudan, an area with limited rainfall. On the east bank of Nile, there are narrow strips of land with arable or cultivable land for growing crops. The western side of the Nile is flat and agriculture is possible by the use of irrigation. Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, is positioned in Nile River Valley where the two rivers, known as the Blue Nile from Ethiopia and the White Nile from Uganda, join. Then they flow upward into Egypt. The Nile Valley and its fan-shaped delta region in Egypt are rich agricultural areas that are dependent upon the Nile. In 1960s, a major dam was built in Aswan that created Lake Nasser. A new dam is now being constructed further up the Nile River in Ethiopia. In 2011, Southern Sudan became an independent state. It's a land of mixed agriculture and pasturing animals with villages, nomadic encampments, and small market towns. We have the brainstorm question from the textbook. Please go through. Activity 1, again, I've continued it. Here, again, you have the continuation because it's a long activity. Activity 2 is a map work, which you can do it in your textbook itself. Activity 3, again from the textbook, I have written down this. This is a personal response question. I have answered it in such a manner. Maybe you would like to answer it in some different manner. You can do so. Africa, past and present. The cities of Fez and Marrakesh in Morocco have mosques and colleges which are examples of elegance and design, which you can see it in the textbook. They have put up a very beautiful pictures of it. Another important early city are Cairo in Tunisia. It was the first administrative capital of the region as Islam expanded westward along the coasts and mountains of Algeria and eventually reached Morocco and Andalusia in Spain. Libya has two major regions that border the Mediterranean Sea, the Western Libyan and Eastern Libyan, known as Cyrenaica, located above the Libyan plateau. We have the brainstorm question from the textbook. Please go through. Colonialism and independence in North Africa. When I say colonialism, that means the various European countries had come and colonized this region, made these countries their colonies, extracted most of the natural resources from there and diverted it to their own nations, and how these countries of North Africa sought independence. After a long and distinguished history of Islamic dynasties and civilization that led to the building of the cities, we looked above North Africa was invaded and occupied by the French and Italian colonialism in various periods from the 19th century until 1962. In 1830, the French invaded and colonized Algeria and then Tunisia in 1888 and Morocco in 1911. Italy also invaded and colonized Libya until the end of World War II in 1945. French and the British colonization of northern and western Africa led to the delayed independence of other states shown on the map below. So you can see that map in your textbook, including Mali, Niger, Chad, the Sudan, and Egypt. The last country to receive its full independence was Algeria. Algerian people resisted and fought against the first invasion of the 1830s and fought a long war for independence that lasted from 1956 to 1962. Activity 4 from the textbook, it's a very simple activity. You need to just write down the names of the countries with its capital. Activity 5, it's a personal response question. You can go through, you can add few more points of your own. Here I come to the plenary question. These are the questions which I have put up. I hope you'll be able to answer it well. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please do subscribe to my channel Learn SST if you haven't subscribed, because there are some people who are watching it but they are not subscribing. Please be generous enough to subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon for the notification of my latest videos. Take very good care of yourself. Meet you next time with my new video. Till then, God bless you. Take care.